God says, I am your refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Lean on me, and I will guide you through all life's challenges. God says, come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. God says, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. God says, trust in me with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge me, and I will make your path straight. God says, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. God says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, boast all the more gladly about your weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on you. God says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Follow me, and I will lead you to green pastures. God says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for I am with you wherever you go. God says, cast all your anxiety on me because I care for you. My peace I give you, not as the world gives. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. God says, you are my beloved child. In you, I am well pleased. I have called you by name, you are mine. God says, I am your hiding place. I will protect you from trouble and surround you with songs of deliverance. God says, even when you walk through the darkest valley, fear no evil, for I am with you. My rod and staff, they comfort you. God says, I am your rock and your fortress. Trust in me at all times. Pour out your hearts to me, for I am your refuge. God says, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Let your light shine before others. God says, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to me. God says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Trust in my eternal love and wisdom. God says, be still and know that I am God. In quietness and trust is your strength. Rest in my presence and find peace. God says, I am your shepherd, and you shall not want. In green pastures I will lead you, beside still waters I will restore your soul. God says, I am your shield and your protector. My faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Do not be afraid of the terror by night, or the arrow that flies by day. God says, you are my chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, my special possession. Declare my praises and walk in my light. God says, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life. I will advise you and watch over you. Trust in my unfailing love. God says, my word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Follow my teachings, and you will walk in the light. God says, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. God says, seek me with all your heart, and you will find me. I will be found by you, and I will bring you back from captivity. God says, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in me, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. God says, I will make your righteousness shine like the dawn, your justice like the noonday sun. Trust in me and do good. God says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. God says, be strong and take heart, all you who hope in me. Wait for me, be strong and take heart and wait for me. God says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Trust in my eternal care. God says, I am your refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore do not fear, for I am with you.